Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Did you see the price of that Chilean sea bass? $39.99 a pound. A big piece would cost over $100. I could buy a new bike with that kind of money. The people buying it don't care. They drive these fancy cars and live in these big houses. They don't care. They just know it tastes good. So let me tell you why it costs $100. Supply and demand. No supply, lots of demand. This fish, like lots of other fish, is overfished. Some sources say that this fish will be extinct in the next 5 years, but no one can have Chilean sea bass. Did you know fish accounts for over 17% of the world's protein intake? Millions of people each day rely on fishing as their livelihood, and billions rely on fish as their key source of protein. Sources say that in 2014, each person ate on average about 20 kilograms of fish a year. That's twice as much than 50 years ago. So the question is, with all this demand, where are we getting all the fish? Fisheries are fishing non-stop, all day, every day. With all this overfishing, the fish stocks are slowly depleting. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations estimates that over 70% of the world's fish species are either fully exploited or depleted, and that the world supply of fish will have run out by 2048. That's right, 30 years from now. No more fish. Overfishing occurs when more fish are caught than the general population can reproduce through natural reproduction. This is bad as it can lead to extinction, just like the dinosaurs. It is also harmful to the ecosystem as well as the food chain. Natural predators now have to move to new habitats as their food is no longer available to them. They need to adapt to an entirely new habitat and look for a new type of fish. No one wants fish to be extinct, so why is this happening? Money, money, money. There are too many boats chasing too few fish. Government subsidies, trying to prevent job loss, keep too many boats on the water. This is for both the large and small fisheries. Pirate fishers who do not respect the fishing laws or agreements catch highly endangered species, sell them at a high price without future consideration on marine life. The ocean is wide. Regulating fishing areas and fishing fleets is very difficult. Many fishers can go anywhere, fish, even in restricted areas, and get away with it. Also, the ocean is largely unprotected. Only 1% of oceans are protected. So what can we do? Well, it starts with you, the consumer, and making smart consumer choices. Because after all, businesses will always change and adapt to what you, the consumer, wants. If they see that overfished species, such as the sea bass, is not being purchased as frequently, they will lower the amount the fisheries catch. This will allow these endangered species more time to reproduce. Instead, try fish that are in abundance, such as catfish. Try to only buy seafood that has the Sustainable Seafood Certification stamp on it. And avoid fish that have been overfished for years, such as tuna and shark. Number 2, buy local. Most of our fish comes from abroad. Buying local is more sustainable and will save transportation costs to the environment. Number 3, buy wild, not farmed. Fish farmed in large nets spread tons of waste onto the seafloor and cause diseases onto many different fish from this waste. It also causes pain to sharks, whales, and seals that try to break the net and eat the fish. Finally, the government should help by creating more marine protected areas and protecting the Earth's most incredible reefs. Also, instead of worrying about fishery jobs, they should create more security patrol jobs that will protect these newly restricted areas. If any fishing is caught in these restricted areas, there will be a fine. In just 55 years, humans have managed to wipe out 90% of the ocean's top predators. Once the larger species of fish are gone, fisheries will begin to target the smaller species of fish, slowly depleting all aquatic life. Overfishing endangers the ecosystem and affects the balance of life. But if you don't care, go ahead. Enjoy that $100 sea bass fillet. It may be the last one anyone ever gets to eat.
Man, where are all the fish?